Now in Good Morning Northwest, trying to get back in the air. A computer meltdown grounded Alaska Airlines flights for hours. Some in and out of Spokane are still impacted this morning. How Alaska is trying to restore normal operations.
Hey, the wet weather we have been talking about all week, well, it is almost here. I'll help you plan out a wet weekend forecast.
Federal immigration agents access local camera networks without some agencies knowing. We investigate how ICE gained access to license plate readers all across Washington state. Watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Friday, October 24th. Glad you're joining us this morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray with our first alert forecast. Hey, Matt.
Hey, good morning. We're waiting for that rain to show up here. And I tell you what, we've been talking about it all week. You can see a lot going on in Western Washington, up with our friends in BC. Starting to see a few showers get going around the Cascades here as well. And a lot of cloud cover this morning. That's going to be what you notice the most throughout this day. Not a whole lot of sunshine I'm expecting for today. It's going to be way more clouds than sun as our day goes on. Now, the clouds overnight have helped us stay on the warm side, even in places like Colville. We are in the upper 30s. We're well above freezing. We're in the low 40s in Spokane, upper 30s in Coeur d'Alene, upper 40s for Lewiston and Pullman today. It's going to be very mild across the Palouse region and along the Snake River as well as we head through this Friday. Here's what we've got for the morning. Cloudy skies, temperatures gradually warming to the 50s by lunchtime, and then we'll be up around 60 degrees and kind of linger there around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene for the afternoon. As we start cooling off this evening, our rain chances are going to go up a lot. Our winds will also be increasing as well, and so it is going to be a little soggy as we head later and later into your evening. So if you are out and about, make sure you got some rain gear for tonight. We'll take a look at your wet weekend forecast coming up.
Operations have resumed today for Alaska Airlines. An IT problem last night forced hundreds of flights to be grounded, and repercussions are still felt this morning.
The airline had asked the Federal Aviation Administration to issue that ground stop because it was trying to fix a computer outage, explaining that a failure at their primary data center impacted several key systems. 80 Alaska and Horizon Air flights were canceled and 315 delayed. At SeaTac, one passenger said she waited on board her plane for about an hour before they got deplaned.
That is scary to have IT shut down when people are trying to get in the air. So,
a look this morning at early flights in and out of Spokane International show 2 Alaska Air flights from Seattle canceled and flights to Portland, Seattle, and San Diego either canceled or delayed. Alaska had a similar outage back in July and one after a systems upgrade in April of last year. Of course, we'll keep you updated. Well, we are learning more today about the controversial East Wing demolition at the White House.
Workers now being asked to sign non-disclosure agreements. ABC's Perry Russum has the details.
This morning, the historic 120-year-old East Wing of the White House reduced to rubble. Satellite images show the dramatic transformation from less than 1 month ago to now. Along with the building, at least 6 trees have been taken down, including 2 magnolias commemorated to Presidents Warren Harding and Franklin Roosevelt, all to make room for President Trump's 90,000-square-foot ballroom. This rendering shows how the ballroom will look when completed, much larger than the White House residence.
I think there'll be nothing like it.
The Trump administration has still not submitted plans to the National Capital Planning Commission, but insists all historical artifacts from the East Wing are safely being preserved. Still more critics are speaking out. Chelsea Clinton in a USA Today op-ed writes, President Trump has the right to pave over the Rose Garden and denude it of roses, as well as turn the East Wing into a ballroom. Still, it is unsettling that such substantial alterations are being undertaken without a historic preservation review. The president says the ballroom, expected to cost $300 million, will be funded by private donations and his own money.
How much am I donating? Yes. I won't be able to tell you until I finish, but I'll donate whatever's needed, I'll tell you that.
The demolition unfolding as we enter day 24 of the government shutdown. Today, more than 500,000 federal workers are set to miss their first full paycheck. And next week, air traffic controllers will miss their first paychecks, raising concern about sick calls that could lead to widespread flight delays.
I can't guarantee you that your flight's going to be on time. I can't guarantee you that your flight's not going to be canceled.
Another major concern, food assistance money about to run out for millions of Americans. Political reports, at least 25 states are expected to stop paying benefits for SNAP or food stamps beginning November 1st due to the lack of federal funds during the shutdown. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
November 1st, 1 week from tomorrow, is also the day when open enrollment begins for Obamacare. Democrats say they won't vote to reopen the government until Obamacare subsidies are extended. Republicans say they are willing to negotiate over the subsidies, but only after the government's back open.
Well, you've probably seen these cameras around Spokane before. They're called flock cameras, and they're used as license plate reading cameras, typically to catch stolen vehicles or look for suspects. Law agencies across Washington, including the Spokane County Sheriff's Office, have them. But a new report by the University of Washington Center for Human Rights shows that ICE has gained access to 18 different flock networks in the state. The report shows 8 of those law enforcement agencies gave Border Patrol direct access to their network. The other 10 agencies say Border Patrol had access without their knowledge.
It's certainly concerning, again, that these technologies are being used in ways that local agencies may not have full knowledge or control over.
Agencies can decide who has access to their network, kind of like a friend request. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office, which has around 60 to 70 of these cameras, told the Spokesman Review its flock system is not accessible to any federal or out-of-state law enforcement agencies. But the Sheriff's Office does share this camera data with police from Spokane, Airway Heights, and Liberty Lake.
Governor Bob Ferguson declared a state of emergency in Kittitas County in response to the damage to Bullfrog Overpass on I-90 near Cle Elum. The oversized load crash happened late Tuesday. Due to safety concerns, emergency contractors were set to demolish the overpass last night. One lane of eastbound I-90 was closed for the destruction. Westbound I-90 is expected to reopen early next week. In the meantime, traffic is currently being detoured at exit 80. Officials say the driver in the crash was not impaired, but they violated their permit by failing to go around the overpass. WSP cited the driver at the scene but did not file criminal charges. Keep you updated. It's now 7 minutes after 6.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray. I know we're talking about rain, but we're also talking about some snow.
Yeah, mountain snow, something that we got to keep an eye on here. Lots of things happening on this graph. The big thing you need to know is that the snow levels are dropping. They're going to be dropping quite a bit as we head through the back end of the weekend. We'll tell you what that means for mountain pass travel coming up.
Baby fever is here. I'm live at the Martin Luther King Jr. Center where a community baby shower is underway. Those details coming up next.
A massive gambling scandal rocks the NBA as the season opens. Federal agents arrest more than 30 people, including Portland's head coach, in a mafia-linked scheme. The details next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Welcome Broadway's Rock of Ages, the driving music force that rocked Broadway and millions of fans in the groundbreaking show Rock of Ages live in concert at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, November 20th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
There's magic throughout the universe. And some places have more than others. There's magic inside, everywhere. There's no place like Wonders of the World. There's magic inside.
Born and raised in Spokane, Zach Sapone is a teacher who understands our challenges to get ahead. Zach goes above and beyond, standing up for working and middle-class families like his own. On council, he's delivered results, making housing more affordable, improving streets and transit, and creating safe, vibrant neighborhoods. Zach knows there's more to be done. That's why he's pushing forward on homelessness, housing, and public safety.
I'm Zach Sapone. I'm asking for your vote so we can keep fighting for everyone to have a fair shot.
For me to be here really speaking highly of Inland Imaging, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I really do. I knew I was in good hands and I needed it. I needed that.
If I can be there and be a comfort to them just to make sure, like, I'm here with you, we're going to get these for you, and just help them relax.
Whatever I'm doing, is it something that's going to help a patient or our patients? And if it is, then that's the right thing.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
It is now 6:10. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. A gambling scandal linked to the mafia is rocking the NBA world this morning.
More than 30 people arrested, including the head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, in 2 separate gambling cases, casting a dark shadow over the opening week of the NBA season. In one federal case, prosecutors say the mafia paid Portland Trail Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups and former Cleveland Cavaliers player Damon Jones to lure victims to high-stake poker games, where the mafia used an altered card shuffling machine to rig the games and an X-ray poker table to read cards that are face down. Prosecutors also say in 2023, Damon Jones sold information that LeBron James would miss a Lakers game against the Milwaukee Bucks due to an injury, texting, "Get a big bet on Milwaukee tonight," before the information is out. Involved coaches and players have been placed on leave by their teams. The NBA says the integrity of the game remains their top priority.
WIC benefits will continue in Washington through at least mid-November, even if the government shutdown continues. That's because the State Department of Health has received additional federal funding. It comes from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The WIC program serves pregnant women, new mothers, infants, and children up to the age of 5 who meet income guidelines with vouchers for nutritious foods. The funding extension will provide temporary relief for thousands of Washington families who depend on the program.
It's time to plan your day. Cloudy conditions, mild weather this morning. For this afternoon, still be feeling quite mild. We'll even get close to 60 degrees again, cloudy and breezy. For this evening, that's when things begin to turn. Wet and windy conditions for your Friday night activities.
Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:12.
One local center wants every new parent to feel something special. Up next, Hannah Joy is live with the special way the Inland Northwest will celebrate new life and how you can take part.
Also ahead, the clue that could crack the case of the Louvre heist. What investigators found may have led them to France's stolen crown jewels. That's next.
Outsmart cyber scams. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. This money-saving Monday, from fake bank texts to shady shopping sites, I'll show you how to spot red flags, lock down passwords, and what to do if you're hit. Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
Celebrating 80 years in business with discounts for the decades. Up to 80% off store-wide and new furniture collections. The Tin Roof, locally owned, locally loved since 1945.
Hey everyone, it's Zap from Mainstream Home Services. Since 2000, Mainstream has been your go-to team for all things plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical. If you're looking for an all-in-one home service company, look no further. At Mainstream, we're here to help day or night, weekends, and holidays. Give us a call at 866-411-ZAP. Mainstream Solutions, not surprises.
The purpose of a city council is to represent its residents, to improve community life, and to guide city operations for the benefit of its citizens. So, how's your Spokane City Council doing? Our elected officials have forbidden police to stop public camping on our streets. Kate Tellis is also against enforcement. But Alejandro is for stopping criminal activity on our streets while offering real help to those in need. So please, vote for Alejandro to restore our safety.
Do you have old or unused medication? Keep your loved ones safe by disposing of your unneeded medications at a drop-off location. It's a simple way to make your home safer and to help prevent misuse or accidental poisoning. Find a secure take-back kiosk near you at medtakebackwashington.org.
After a car wreck, Big Insurance moves fast to protect themselves, not you. That's why it's critical to call us as soon as possible.
With Craig Swap & Associates, we make sure the process is fair for you.
I knew I really needed help after my accident, so I called Craig Swap & Associates. They not only fought for me, but treated me fairly every step of the way.
The sooner you call us, the faster we can make things right. One call, that's all.
Call the 9s, 509-999-9999.
Our current extreme team, Parasports in Newman Lake, helping youth and adults with mobility and vision impairment, and we're going to renovate 3,000 square feet for comfort zones. The 4 News Now Extreme team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Celebrating 80 years in business with discounts for the decades. Up to 80% off store-wide and new furniture collections. The Tin Roof, locally owned, locally loved since 1945.
4 News Now is brought to you by Pape Machinery.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Good morning and welcome back. It is now 6:16. This is a live look at your Friday morning. And look at that. We were complaining, or rather, I was complaining about it being so cold, earlier this week. Not too bad this morning.
No, only in the 40s, and we're going to be pretty mild today. The clouds, little insulating blanket, right? And little southerly wind, going to keep us warm in the afternoon as well. And then everything changes.
And then there's the real blanket you're going to need.
Yeah, exactly. Then the bottom drops out, and that includes with issues with our mountain passes as well. We have been hinting to this throughout the week, but haven't gone into a ton of detail as far as what we're expecting when it comes to passes. Just to the fact that we are going to see snow this weekend on all of our mountain passes as that much cooler air runs into the inland northwest. So here is the general idea of what to expect. First of all, there's a winter weather advisory for Stevens Pass. We are likely going to get in that 6 to 12 inch range for Stevens. That's one you might want to avoid for Sunday. If you can. Meanwhile, it's going to be a little slushy on Snoqualmie and 4th of July Pass, down about 3,000-ish feet. That's right at the line here where the snow line is going to be moving up and down. So still could see some wintry driving conditions, especially in the morning, Sunday and Monday morning in both those areas. Lookout Pass, going to see a little bit more of the snow activity, be a little frozen for a little longer, 2 to 5 inches. Once again, Sunday morning, Monday morning. Those are the big times where things can get a little slick up in the high country. We're also going to see some gusty winds both today and Saturday as well. We've got wind advisories up today in eastern Washington. Most of the day, not going to be super breezy outside of a breezy afternoon in the Omak area. Gusts 30 to 45 miles an hour, 6 to 10 p.m. for the Spokane area. So it is going to be a little bit windy. If you're like me and it's trash day, definitely want to make sure you're bringing the trash cans in and not leaving them out like I also have a tendency to do sometimes for the weekend. So here's the afternoon. We got rain going on in Ferry County. We got rain going on in Okanagan County. We might see a sprinkle or two as far south as Moses Lake, but I think at least for Friday, we're going to have a bit of a rain shadow in central Washington. Then as we get into your Friday afternoon and evening, there's the wet weather. Rain chances are really going to spike up after about 8 p.m. Then for tomorrow, we start off dry. We're definitely not going to finish dry. Folks, if you're headed to Pullman to watch the Cougs in the afternoon, you want to have some rain gear. We're going to see gusty conditions and wet weather, especially as we head late into the afternoon and early into the evening. Could even hear a few rumbles of thunder. Yeah, it's going to be that energetic, and then more wet weather and mountain snow for Sunday. Monday, a couple of lingering showers as well. Temperatures in the 40s with lows down to freezing and in the 20s for the middle of next week. It's going to feel a lot different.
Oh, sure is. Wow.
Buckle up. Matt, thanks. Well, your time right now is 6:19, and get ready for some baby fever. Families from all across the inland northwest are coming together to celebrate new life.
The Martin Luther King Jr. Center is hosting a huge community baby shower. Tables filled with gifts, and the goal is simple: make every new parent feel supported. Hannah Joy is live with a sneak peek at how the celebration of community and care is coming together.
Good morning, Robin. Good morning, Natalie. Overnight, the team here at the Martin Luther King Jr. Center have been hard at work to make this space feel welcoming and full of love. And the theme is Aloha. And I am here with the director of the center, Frida Gandy, who has been doing an amazing job to spearhead this whole event. Frida, can you tell me why you feel it was so important to have a community baby shower?
Well, we had one last year. It was very popular, so we decided to do it again this year. The goal is to make sure that families have what they need to bring beautiful babies into this world, and to also help families that have younger kids. It's we will be giving out, of course, diapers and wipes, and there will be other giveaways such as car seats and different things like that. But we want families also to leave here with knowledge and resources that can help them be successful parents.
And so you have more than 10,000 diapers, car seats, onesies, all the things to welcome a baby into this world. What does that say about the community in Spokane?
Oh, it says that Spokane cares, and they support organizations like the MLK Center, who will make sure that families get these items that they've donated. So I am extremely grateful for the community support to put this on.
And this is all going down tomorrow at noon right here at the Martin Luther King Jr. Center, 500 South Stone, and it's all the way until 2 p.m. You can join in, and everyone, every parent, every family will leave here with something special. Reporting live in Spokane, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Such a great idea to support so many families.
Really sweet.
Love
really
it.
Cool.
Good morning, Northwest time right now, 6:21.
Gonzaga and Washington State gear up for their final season in the West Coast Conference. We hear from Coach Mark Few about the Zags' challenging schedule ahead. Next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
From your head and shoulders, down to your toes, and everywhere in between. Kootenai Health provides advanced medicine right where you need it, right here in North Idaho.
Walker's Furniture is celebrating Veterans Day this week at all locations.
Get some of the biggest store-wide savings of the year, including a double or triple sales tax discount. Or no money down, no minimum purchase, special financing for up to 5 years. Living rooms to bedrooms, dining sets to mattresses. Save big and make your home a space that everyone can enjoy.
And with sales tax discounts, it's the perfect time to get your home ready for the holidays.
During the Veterans Day sale this week at Walker's.
Born and raised in Spokane, Zach Sapone is a teacher who understands our challenges to get ahead. Zach goes above and beyond, standing up for working and middle-class families like his own. On council, he's delivered results, making housing more affordable, improving streets and transit, and creating safe, vibrant neighborhoods. Zach knows there's more to be done. That's why he's pushing forward on homelessness, housing, and public safety.
I'm Zach Sapone. I'm asking for your vote so we can keep fighting for everyone to have a fair shot.
My father's spirit, all is not well. I doubt some foul play. Would the night were come! Till then, sit still, my soul. Foul deeds will rise. Though all the earth along to entice.
We're cooking up something special. Yolks Exclusives. Original recipes crafted in-house every day by people who take fresh seriously. A collection of signature products you won't find anywhere else. Meticulously prepared with only the freshest ingredients and sold exclusively at Yolks Fresh Markets.
Is there a sport your kids haven't suited up for? Luckily, when it comes to providing advanced care for your family, there isn't a sports injury Kootenai Health hasn't seen. Find your specialist at kh.org.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. So yesterday, welcome Media Day in Las Vegas for our West Coast Conference schools. Gonzaga and Washington State prepping for their final season in the WCC. Gonzaga comes off a championship-winning season after just tearing through the conference tournament as a 2 seed, and now have one of the most difficult non-conference schedules in the country ahead. The Zags play Oklahoma, Creighton, Alabama, and Maryland in Vegas, and at Oregon. And head coach Mark Few spoke on the importance of playing these tough games and why the Zags keep this incredible schedule up.
It's really, really going to be challenging, but we got some great teams. We're going to play in some great venues. And again, I think that's another reason why these guys come here, and that's the expectation that they have. So, that's why we've always scheduled that way. But, I mean, that's one of the myriad of reasons.
The Zags open their season against the Texas Southern Tigers. Their first major conference test is against those Oklahoma Sooners. That's at Spokane Arena in early November. Coeur d'Alene High School boys cross country team has turned hard work into a habit, success into an expectation. All these seasons by, the Vikings have built one of the strongest programs in the nation, and head coach Emery Carr spoke about this consistency and commitment that has helped his runners rise to some of the best in the nation.
To some extent now it's almost expected. Again, they talked about stacking weeks and months and year over year. Like, that progression has allowed us to, continue to be able to perform on the national stage.
So with the mindset, the Vikings keep pushing forward, building not just for the season, but a lasting legacy in Coeur d'Alene cross country. That's all for morning sports. Tune in on 4 News Now at 6 and nightside tonight. Don't miss another edition of Friday Night Sports Extra.
A soggy edition of Friday Night Sports Extra, unfortunately.
Good luck out there. It's now 6:26.
Well, there's a major gap in most people's estate planning. After the break, we're talking about the free tools and simple steps to protect your digital assets and reduce stress for your family. That's next.
Plus, your child's electric scooter might be illegal in Coeur d'Alene. Police issue new warnings as accidents spike. We explain the pedal rule that determines what is legal and what could get your child a ticket. That's next. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7 o'clock.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a groundbreaking development for people with spinal cord injuries.
You're going to play the piano with your brain.
Yes.
It's a cutting-edge brain-computer interface, or BCI, from the University of Pittsburgh and the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute. And this morning, we're showing you how one trial participant can feel again through a robotic arm.
Right now, it's feeling like a tingle and a pressure.
Wow. Can you tell the difference that I'm squeezing each different finger pad?
Yep. I think it's kind of definitely dreamlike. Just thinking about something and it's happening.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this medical breakthrough. With your GMA First Look, I'm Will Reeve, ABC News, New York.
The darkness of bipolar depression made me feel like life was moving on without me. Then I found a chance to let in the light.
Discover Caplyta. Unlike some medicines that only treat bipolar 1, Caplyta is proven to deliver significant symptom relief from both bipolar 1 and 2 depression. And in clinical trials, movement disorders and weight gain were not common.
Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain may occur, as can high blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, and dry mouth. These aren't all the side effects.
Ask your doctor how Caplyta can help you let in the light. Find savings at Caplyta.com.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Cal Cars in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene.
Hi, Jessica.
I've heard that you can come the same day I call you.
Give us an address and we're on our way.
But how?
1-800-GOT-JUNK is the world's largest junk removal service.
I want you to come today.
We're on our way.
Donnie, you know that saying, when the going gets tough?
Sure. When the going gets tough, the tough get a personal injury lawyer.
True, but the saying is, when the going gets tough...
The tough choose an injury firm like the Advocates that can go to court and get great results.
Also true, but the saying, when the going gets tough, the tough...
Hire a firm that will take on big insurance companies and win. Oh, and also the tough get going.
There you go. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
Your junk isn't nearly as weird as you think.
I think it's weird.
We've picked up several thousand cans of tuna.
Wow.
400 wedding dresses, a chair made of pancakes, and a couch full of bees. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Friday, October 24th. We're going to kick things off this half hour with meteorologist Matt Gray. And a look at that first alert forecast. Heading into the weekend, Matt, get ready.
To the weekend, yeah. You better be ready for some wet weather, and that will begin tonight in many parts of the inland Northwest. So if you got plans this evening, it's probably a good idea to make sure you are ready for gusty conditions and rainy conditions. I'm talking to you, football parents, especially in central Washington. So right now, a lot of wet weather over on the other side of the mountains. We do have a couple of sprinkles trying to get themselves going around Leavenworth and Wenatchee. This storm and the moisture associated with it all likely going to get hung up in the mountains for the majority of the day. But as we head into the late afternoon, things are going to start to get moving again. So prior to that, it's mild right now. We're in the 40s. We'll be up around 60 degrees this afternoon. Cloudy skies continuing throughout the day. I don't expect a ton of sunshine in between. And then as we get into that evening time frame, that's when the rain is going to start showing up. Anywhere between as early as about 5 o'clock to as late as about 9 or 10. That'll get started in the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. So be ready for wet weather this evening, and there's a whole lot more that is coming for this weekend, plus snow and travel issues for the mountain passes that we'll talk about coming up.
It is not pleasant to think about death or a medical emergency, but one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones is being prepared for those situations. You might be familiar with traditional estate planning, but there is also what's called digital estate planning. Consumer Reports has 5 things to do right now to make things easier in a crisis. Having a will and power of attorney will help your loved ones follow your wishes, but there is more to do. Think about your online accounts and which bills to pay with a swipe. Are there important documents in your cloud storage? And what about all those photos on your phone? Create a digital estate plan. First, set up an in case of emergency document. Jot down the names, phone numbers, and emails of important people in your life. List the location of important documents like birth certificates, passports, and social security cards.
This document should also have your bank accounts, investments, and recurring bills. Put down when they're due and how you pay them. Be sure to mention if anything is on auto pay.
2, share your passwords. In order to pay your bills and handle other affairs, someone needs your login information. If you don't want to spell out your passwords, give hints or keep it simple with a password manager. Consumer Reports recommends using 1Password. The $60 a year family plan covers up to 5 people who get access to shared folders. The third thing to do, designate a legacy contact for your online accounts.
A few tech companies let you grant control to someone else. There's Google's Inactive Account Manager, Facebook Legacy Contact, and Apple's Legacy Contact, to name a few.
Next, add your digital assets to your traditional will. That way, everything is tied together in one place and easy for your family or close friends to find. Finally, have an emergency planning meeting. Tell your loved ones your wishes and where they can find this information. Providing easy access to online accounts can make a painful time less stressful, and having things in order will give you peace of mind. For your social media posts and stories, you can use the free social media will generator from Epilogue. It creates a document that has your wishes on what to do with your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and other social media accounts.
A busy on-ramp is closing this weekend in East Spokane. The DOT will shut down the ramp at Freya Street as well as the left lane of eastbound I-90 from Altamont to Sprague, so crews can do soil sampling and clean the drains there. This is happening Sunday and will last from 5 in the morning until 6 at night. The sampling will be used to test the soil strength for the bridge foundations as part of the North Spokane Corridor I-90 connection project.
And a long-awaited road opening to tell you about, too. As of today, the city of Millwood shares some major construction is wrapping up on the Argonne Road, and traffic will be restored to 2 lanes in each direction through the corridor. Final components to the project, such as traffic signals and decorative street lighting, are expected to be added later on this winter, but that's big, exciting news there.
Big win. Well, commonly marketed as toys, electric bikes and scooters are causing more injuries to kids than ever before.
Yeah, and while most families think they are legal just about everywhere, that's not actually the case. Your kid could even get ticketed riding one to school. Hunter Bertram shares what parents need to know and how Coeur d'Alene is tackling the rising problem.
It seems like they're the latest must-have item, but they're also dangerous and a big problem in Coeur d'Alene.
So we're seeing them grow in popularity and prevalence. We're seeing more and more kids at different grade levels riding them all the way down to elementary school.
Electric bikes and scooters now hit motorcycle speeds.
That's what they are. Electric motorcycles. They're not bicycles.
And creating a safety crisis.
Doing hot dogging, stunts, racing around.
This year, we have seen, I believe, one accident, on average one accident a week, all involving electronic conveyances, whether it's a scooter or a bike. And it's not always school related, but it's always juvenile related.
One accident per week involving our kids.
They're just as dangerous as giving your kid any other motorcycle or moped and letting them go wherever they want with it.
This week, Coeur d'Alene police issued a warning these e-motorcycles violate city law. Why? Well, it's because of pedals. Electric bikes with pedals are legal. Bikes and scooters without pedals are not. Now, police in Coeur d'Alene public schools plan to crack down hard on students riding these illegal e-bikes to school.
And the school district says if your student continues to bring this type of electric bike to school, what'll happen is a conversation, but if it doesn't stop, it could lead to a ticket.
Police can also impound the bikes.
You have to remind them, hey, these are the rules. Here's how we should keep ourselves safe.
The bottom line, if you let your kids ride these electric bikes and scooters with no pedals around town, you can expect a call from police. In the Lake City, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Yeah, some good information there for parents.
Very important to know. It is now 6:37.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray this morning. Well, snow coming this weekend, whether we like it or not in some areas.
Yeah, that's right. One of our first winter weather advisories of the season for Stevens Pass. 6 to 10 inches of snow over this weekend. We'll take a look at some of the other passes in the region and what you can expect in the lowlands this weekend coming up.
All right, Matt, thanks. Well, still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, cocktails meet culinary artistry on the South Hill. Luna's new garden bar creates signature drinks with a chef's approach. Coming up, what makes these cocktails different from the rest.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
This month, get spectacular savings on new Sierra 1500 Denali's with $16,250 off or 0% APR. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
The purpose of a city council is to represent its residents, to improve community life, and to guide city operations for the benefit of its citizens. So, how's your Spokane City Council doing? Our elected officials have forbidden police to stop public camping on our streets. Kate Tellis is also against enforcement. But Alejandro is for stopping criminal activity on our streets while offering real help to those in need. So please, vote for Alejandro to restore our safety.
Are my 5 morning alarms a metaphor for everything else I'm putting on, like my laundry or my 768 unread texts?
I'm just your dermatologist. You don't want all of this showing up on your face. Try Hydro Boost.
Neutrogena, weightless hydration that goes deep. Febreze.
I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to working from home, I gotta have every part of my house clean. That means tidying up, then spraying my Febreze Air Mist to leave every room smelling fresh and clean. With that done, it's time to get to work.
When you're in a car wreck, we're not just here to fight for you. We're here as a family.
When I reached out to Craig Swaff and Associates, it got started right away. They made sure I received everything I was owed.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999. Born and raised in Spokane, Zach Sapone is a teacher who understands our challenges to get ahead. Zach goes above and beyond, standing up for working and middle-class families like his own. On council, he's delivered results, making housing more affordable, improving streets and transit, and creating safe, vibrant neighborhoods. Zach knows there's more to be done. That's why he's pushing forward on homelessness, housing, and public safety.
I'm Zach Sapone. I'm asking for your vote so we can keep fighting for everyone to have a fair shot.
This month, get spectacular savings on new Sierra 2500 HD Denali's, up to $15,000 off or 3.9% APR. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Outsmart cyber scams. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. This Money-Saving Monday, from fake bank texts to shady shopping sites, I'll show you how to spot red flags, lock down passwords, and what to do if you're hit. Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:40. Spokane voters now have ballots in their hands, and on those ballots is a big decision. The Spokane Parks Levy and Spokane Public Schools bond. Combined, they together form the Together Spokane initiative. On Monday, we reached out to you on social media and asked what questions you have about the parks portion of this plan. One viewer wanted to know, what parks are we taking on and what is the goal? Well, the Parks Department says 88% of the funds generated by this levy would go towards improving existing parks and properties. The goal for the levy is to make it so every person in Spokane has a quality park within a 10-minute walk of their home. Minnehaha, Grant, and Sharpley Harmon parks are the 3 parks identified as being in need of major upgrades. And for people who live near Minnehaha, it sounds like something that feels long overdue.
For the size that it is and the people that it draws, it needs upgrades.
Minnehaha is the city's only large community park east of Freya. If this levy passes, it would get a new playground, more community gathering areas, and a multi-purpose field. The levy promises upgrades to every single park in Spokane. And we're still taking your questions about this proposed levy. You can join in on the conversation on our 4 News Now Facebook page. Comment on our latest Together Spokane post, and we'll keep answering as many questions as we can to help you stay informed before Election Day on November 4th.
And the elections office has opened all 27 ballot drop box locations throughout Spokane County. Local elections officials encourage you to get those ballots in a drop box or mailed as early as possible. Ballots must be in a drop box or postmarked by November 4th. For a complete list of drop-off locations, go to our For the People section on KXLY.com.
And now it's time to plan your day. And you know what? For most of today, it's looking pretty good. Cloudy conditions, that'll be the most noticeable thing. We'll see a little breeziness in the afternoon. Wet and windy weather is on the way for this evening, so if you have evening plans, just be ready for that change.
A new cocktail bar has come to Spokane South Hill. Luna has been a go-to dining spot for years. It recently renovated its garden room to the Garden Bar. Luna says this bar brings a culinary approach to cocktails, including house-made syrups and infusions. In addition to signature drinks, the Garden Bar also offers Luna's full menu until the restaurant closes. Reservations are recommended, but bar seating is first come, first served.
And it looks gorgeous in there.
It really does. Your time is now just about 6:43.
The Martin Luther King Jr. Center is making sure every new parent feels celebrated with a community baby shower. We got Hannah Joy live this morning.
I am live at the Martin Luther King Jr. Center, and I'm actually at the food bank where there are new details that are about to be released to help families. Coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Last year, I found my daughter playing with a piece of foil, and my world stopped. The panic hit me. Fentanyl, her future, everything flashing before my eyes. Now she's scared to touch anything on the ground. That is unacceptable. I'm Alejandro Barrientos, and she is the reason why I'm running for City Council. I support Prop 1, and my opponent does not. I work to make Spokane more affordable for families and seniors and reduce homelessness with compassion and accountability. I'm Alejandro Barrientos, and I ask for your vote.
When it comes to taking care of your car, trust the family-owned service department that puts you first. At Coeur d'Alene Honda, we don't just fix cars, we keep your family safe on the road. With no hidden fees or surprise charges, you'll always know exactly what you're paying for. And with us, you only pay a 6% tax on parts, never on labor. Come to Coeur d'Alene Honda, where quality service meets honest pricing every time. Call us to schedule an appointment today.
Disney on Ice invites you to an adventure that's off the charts as DJ Mickey and his friends remix your favorite tunes from The Lion King, Frozen 2, Moana, The Little Mermaid, and Wish. Every beat creates a magical moment. Only at Disney on Ice, Let's Dance. Don't miss the special holiday sing-along pre-show included with your ticket. Coming to Spokane Arena November 14th through 16th. Visit DisneyOnIce.com and get your tickets today.
Maybe your home project is possible. And maybe those unexpected bills are more manageable than you think. Maybe investing in your business is the right move right now. Because BECU is making it easier with reduced rates on loans for a limited time. So maybe all you need is a financial partner whose goal is to help you reach yours. Check today's rates at becu.org/great rates.
I changed my name of my Alexa to Ziggy. Did you know you can do that?
No.
Yeah?
But that's no surprise, because who else would you want to ask the question that you want an answer
Yeah,
for?
absolutely. You can say, hey, Ziggy, what do I need to help build my deck or my pole building? Ziggy's!
Yeah, Ziggy's. Avamere Southfield is so much more than just a home. We're enhancing lives every single day.
My home was heaven on earth, and now Avamere is heaven on earth.
Everybody's very friendly here and welcoming.
Come visit us and experience the Avamere difference.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
It is now 6:46. Big smiles, tiny clothes, and a whole lot of community love. It's what's happening at the Martin Luther King Center this weekend.
Families from across the Inland Northwest are coming together for a special baby shower, and organizers have a surprise announcement on a new way you can help local parents. We have Hannah Joy live this morning at the MLK Center. And Hannah, you're telling us about a lot of ways that the center is helping families in our area.
Most definitely, Natalie. I am actually at the food bank, where they do have peanut butter, some beans, and some rice, and they even have some empty shelves. In this holiday season, they still need beans, greens, tomatoes, all the things. You name it, they need it. But the director of the MLK Center, she has a special announcement, so I have to turn it over to her, Frida Gandy. And Frida, what is going on in this area right here? I see diapers, I see Pampers, wipes. What's going on? What's the special announcement? What you got for the people?
Well, the special announcement is that we will officially open up a diaper bank, where we will have a program where we will distribute diapers as well as food.
So what do people need to do to qualify?
Well, it will be based on guidelines. Families who have children, we will be giving out up to 50 diapers per month per child. We will do an intake process with families as well to help them access other resources in the community as well, just to make sure that families have access and have a place that can help them facilitate getting access to whatever else that they need.
And so how often will the diaper drive happen? Like, how often can families get supplies and baby essentials?
Oh, they can get baby essentials and all of that 3 times a week. Food bank is open. Diaper bank will be open as well for families in need.
Wow, and so you all are still looking for donations, because this is not just a one-time thing. This is going to continue going on this whole time. And so we want you to know that it is happening. The kickoff is tomorrow, starting at 12 noon all the way until 2 p.m. It's right here at the Martin Luther King Jr. Center, 500 South Stone Street. Don't miss out. It is going to be full of love, full of support for families. Reporting live in Spokane, Hannah Joy for News Now.
A great addition to the food bank there. I know it already helps so many people in our community, but that add-on, wonderful.
It's such a neat idea.
It's wonderful. It's so needed, and we can all help. All right, let's talk about the weekend forecast. Woo, she interesting.
Get your raincoats. Get your raincoats, especially if, maybe you're going to Pullman. Maybe you're, doing some other sort of outdoor activity. You're going to need some sort of rain jacket, windbreaker, waterproof windbreaker. That might be the best combo, I think, for how things are looking for Saturday and Sunday. Right now, with the cloud cover over our region, we are warm. Temperatures are in the 40s in many areas like Spokane. We're in the middle and upper 30s elsewhere. Also, much warmer than what we started off the week with. Our highs today in the 60s, and as we get this breeziness going across the Palouse and into North Idaho, those are some pretty warm temperatures. Talk about 67 in St. Mary's, 70s in the LC Valley. All of that ahead of the active weather moving in tonight. Now, it's not just rain that's moving in tonight. It's also wind. Gusts 30 to 45 miles an hour, bringing in trash cans and other loose objects, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. I think that's going to be the windiest time for Spokane for Coeur d'Alene. So once again, you want to be aware the weather is going to be significantly less convenient than what we're going to see for the majority of the day if you have plans this evening, whether that's kids' football game, going out to dinner, whatever you're getting yourself into. Now, as we head into the afternoon here, you can see around the Omak area, Ferry County, down close to Moses Lake, we've got a couple of showers going. For the Spokane area, the majority, as we just mentioned before, is during the evening. That passes through quickly, and we start clearing out after midnight. We'll actually be dry for the start of Saturday, but round 2 is going to show up as we head into the afternoon. You can see this is about 12:30, close to the Cougar kickoff here, so there's going to be some showers around, and then it gets wetter and wetter as we head into the late afternoon and early evening. We may even hear a few rumbles of thunder around the Palouse as we head towards 5, 6, 7, 8 p.m. here during the evening. Some good indicators that things will get a little bit vigorous around there as well. Plus, it's going to be gusty, and then you have mounted snow for Saturday night, Sunday morning, through the day on Sunday, and into Monday morning as well, with light scattered showers in our valley locations. Here's what we have for your mountain passes. Just make sure you are staying safe out there traveling Sunday and on Monday morning. Take a look at your full 7-day forecast coming up after the morning sprint.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
At Parker Toyota, Toyota trucks aren't just vehicles, they're a tradition built on performance, reliability, and unmatched durability. That legacy lives on in every new Tundra and Tacoma. Powered by innovation, loaded with advanced technology, and ready for whatever the Northwest brings.
The same high standards that built these legendary trucks guide our customer service, because tradition isn't just preserved, it's lived.
Toyota trucks, built for generations at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Figuring out how to best care for a senior in your family can be overwhelming. That's why several Spokane senior living communities have joined forces to bring you helpful, timely videos at kxly.com/seniorliving. Get expert advice, find trusted resources, and prepare your family for the future. Become informed, because we know the needs of your loved ones will continue to change. Visit kxly.com/seniorliving today for helpful information and for people you can contact with your questions.
Born and raised in Spokane, Zach Sapone is a teacher who understands our challenges to get ahead. Zach goes above and beyond, standing up for working and middle-class families like his own. On council, he's delivered results, making housing more affordable, improving streets and transit, and creating safe, vibrant neighborhoods. Zach knows there's more to be done. That's why he's pushing forward on homelessness, housing, and public safety.
I'm Zach Sapone. I'm asking for your vote so we can keep fighting for everyone to have a fair shot.
Incoming dishes! Doc! Dawn Power Wash flies through 99% of grease and grime in half the time.
Yeah, it absorbs grease 5 times faster. It even replaces multiple cleaning products.
Ooh, those suds got game.
Dawn Power Wash, the better grease getter.
Attention high school sports fans. Your school could be featured on 4 News Now Game of the Week. Go to KXLY.com, vote for your favorite game, and your team could be the featured game on Friday Night Sports Extra. 4 News Now Game of the Week, brought to you by BECU.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:54, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Friday and the weekend in the morning sprint. Today kicks off a wet weekend. We get meteorologist Matt Gray with what you could expect in your first alert forecast.
And Hannah Joy is live at the MLK Junior Center, where new parents can feel celebrated and get supplies they need this weekend. But first, operations have resumed today for Alaska Airlines. An IT problem last night forced hundreds of flights to be grounded, and repercussions are still being felt this morning. 80 Alaska and Horizon Air flights were canceled and 315 delayed. A look this morning at early flights in and out of Spokane International show several Alaska Airlines flights in and out of the airport canceled or delayed. Alaska had a similar outage in July and one after a systems upgrade in April of last year.
Wet weather begins this evening around the inland northwest. As for this morning, temperatures are mild in the 40s, and we will see cloudy skies. That'll be the big feature for today. Highs are going to get up around 60 degrees. Might be the last time we get into the 60s for a good long while, because it's not just today or this weekend, but into next week. Temperatures are going to be considerably cooler. Expect our rain chances to go up dramatically as we head in through the evening hours.
A gambling scandal linked to the mafia is rocking the NBA world this morning. More than 30 people arrested, including the head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, in 2 separate gambling cases, casting a dark shadow over the opening week of the NBA season. Involved coaches and players have been placed on leave by their teams. The NBA says the integrity of the game still remains their top priority. For the latest on this entire situation, look to Good Morning America.
Governor Bob Ferguson declared a state of emergency in Kittitas County in response to the damage to Bullfrog Overpass on I-90 near Cle Elum. The oversized load crash happened late Tuesday. Due to safety concerns, emergency contractors were set to demolish the overpass last night. One lane of eastbound I-90 was closed for the destruction. Officials say the driver in the crash was not impaired. Westbound I-90 is expected to reopen early next week.
WIC benefits will continue in Washington through at least mid-November, even if the government shutdown continues. That's because the State Department of Health has received additional federal funding. It comes from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The WIC program serves pregnant women, new mothers, infants, and children up to the age of 5 who meet income guidelines with vouchers for nutritious foods. The funding extension will provide temporary relief for thousands of Washington families who depend on this program.
Baby fever is in the air at the Martin Luther King Jr. Center, and they have more than 10,000 diapers, wipes, onesies, strollers, you name it. They've got all the baby essentials. The event is happening tomorrow from noon all the way until 2 p.m. It's 500 South Stone. Don't miss out. It's full of love and support just for you and your family.
A busy on-ramp is closing this weekend in East Spokane. The DOT will shut down the ramp at Freya Street, as well as the left lane of eastbound I-90 from Altamont to Sprague, so crews can do soil sampling and clean the drains. It's happening Sunday and will last from 5 in the morning till 6 at night. The sampling will then be used to test the soil strength for bridge foundations as part of the North Spokane Corridor I-90 connection project.
And a long-awaited road opening to tell you about, too. As of today, the city of Millwood shares major constructions wrapping up on Argonne Road. Traffic will be restored to 2 lanes in each direction through the corridor. Final components to the project, things like traffic signal and decorative street lights, are expected to be added later on this winter.
And we'll be back with a final check of weather with meteorologist Matt Gray. It's coming up right after this break.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
It's all-wheel drive season this week at Findlay Honda Spokane, where we are taking our top-rated CRVs, HRVs, and Honda Pilots and Ridgeline trucks and marking them down.
Save up to $2,800 on CRVs.
And save up to $3,000 on Ridgeline trucks.
And save up to $3,999 on Honda Pilots.
It's the perfect time to trade up to a better set of wheels before the winter months arrive. This week at Findlay Honda Spokane.
Very dry, tight, sensitive skin? Relieve it in 60 seconds with Aveeno Skin Relief. With soothing triple oat complex, clinically proven to restore skin's moisture barrier for 72-hour hydration. Aveeno.
All right, waiting for the sun to come up here on what's going to be a cloudy Friday in the inland northwest, but still pretty mild. Highs today still end up around 60 degrees, especially with increasing winds this afternoon. This evening, be ready for some wet weather. We've got more rain on the way for Saturday and Sunday, and a few showers to still be lingering around on Monday as well. Mountain snow, much cooler temperatures. It'll be a very different kind of fall weather heading into next week.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us and starting your Friday, especially here with us on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, TGIF. Hey, thank you so much for being with us. We'll see you throughout the morning with live local updates during Good Morning America. It starts right now.